Right. Time to go meet my fellow Ravenclaws.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a great touch. I came from the boys' dormitory. You got the girls' dormitories here being guarded by these two guards. That's awesome. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Look at the tapestry. Blue and gold with white speckles with the stars.
I'm not sure this is the right spot.
Samantha Dale. Hello, madam. You got a pochoir for herbology, do you?
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with.
How about by
But
the
I can't
window
seem
with
to find
sunlight?
it. Great golden gobstones. I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha.
Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term.
Have
He's
to
an
catch
enigma,
up slightly.
Fig. Teaches about theory, it seems to know a lot about practical magic.
He is very knowledgeable.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Isn't it Hufflepuff who likes plants? That's a bit stereotypical, to be fair.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home.
Brilliant. Maybe you can give me a recipe.
I suppose herbology is in my roots.
Yes, very good.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I
Garlick?
don't think Professor Sharp, our potions
Brilliant name for
master,
herbology
cares
teacher.
where you get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect.
Well, it was nice talking with you, Samantha. Hopefully we'll catch up on sometime.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Thank you. Everett and Amit. I'm guessing you're Amit.
Deep breath.
Hello there. You alright there?
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
I mean, it's daytime, you won't be able to see much, but sure. Ohumia. It's a
Can't
gorgeous
see
telescope.
too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus.
I knew you could see
I'm
Sirius,
Amit.
but not
Pleasure to have you
Canopus.
in
That's
Ravenclaw.
surprising.
Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I can't wait to meet her. I've never been one for stargazing. Well, no, I mean, I live in the city. Like, I live in Brighton, so it's kind of hard to see the stars at night due to an awful lot of the air pollution. It's not as polluted as most other cities, but yeah, when you get out in the countryside and really see the stars, it is quite a nice thing to see, really.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years.
Brilliant.
You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Take care, mate. Surprisingly, though, astronomy is the only class that isn't magic related. It's actually the only class that anyone can learn. Like, even like Muggleborns can take it up and learn it, basically. That's what's so brilliant about it, you know. It's not just a magic based class. You know, it's quite normal compared to the others.
Just have to wait for the right moment.
Everett Clopton. This guy looks like a prankster. Hey, bud.
One moment. Watch this.
I'm down for a prank or two.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
They didn't
That
think to
wasn't
experience
quite
it.
the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
You could say that. I'm actually a tad nervous. I'm looking forward to first day. Yeah, I am looking forward to my first
I'm
day.
glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
I mean, to be fair, those ladies
Hey
weren't
there,
really smart enough
new
to walk
Ravenclaw.
this way to see you
Professor
throw it,
Weasley's
but you
looking
know.
for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
Alright then. Oh, this is the flute powder network, isn't it? Why isn't it activated? Oh, interesting.
Revelio.
It's lighting up, but I can't interact with it, surprisingly. Ruino Ravenclaw. Alright, let's get going, shall we? Oh, I thought you had to go on the statue to go down. Okay, I didn't think you had to go downstairs. Hello, Mrs. Weasley.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I
I've
sure
been dreaming
am.
of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams.
Ordinary.
They will determine what type of career you can
Nothing
have when you
ordinary
leave
about
here.
this, madam.
After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
I'm basically the kid that was held back by 3 years.
Here you are.
It's a book. What the hell? All the pages are going! Grab them! No! God damn it.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
It just magically... okay.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Sure.
This way.
At he, soldiers.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Okay. I've heard that this is how you get experience in this game, is by finding field guides compared to like combat and stuff like that. So combat isn't the only
I
way of
certainly
upgrading.
would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Alright, I mean I'm getting a bit of a fair shake, I understand, but I've still got a hard way to go and learn things.
Why don't you cast Revelio,
Revelio.
on this bust and see what details the field
Ravenclaw bust. This bust, created in honor of Ravenclaw's house, resides in the lofty Ravenclaw Tower. Oh wow, 8 EXP, that's a lot, okay. Field guide, completing challenges appear here. so you can actually unlock certain things here. I see.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me about the Charms class?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will
Terribly.
enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
It's just such a shame that we don't get to see Professor Flitwick. He was like one of my favourite professors. He was also the Ravenclaw professor as well.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are
Okay.
lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Heckett. Alright.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
I would love to try a butterbeer. Honestly, it sounds delicious.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
Wonderful.
Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
You did,
I know
Professor.
Lumos
He's
too.
been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Indeed. There is, in fact. Oh. No, I don't want to tell her about Fig. He's been kind enough to help me along the way. I don't want to betray his trust.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Uh-oh.
Speak
Oh,
of the
hello.
devil,
Speaking of which.
Professor Fig,
Hello.
your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes.
Oh.
You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Let's just say I was lucky to
I'm afraid
learn
I can't
from
take
him.
all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
That's all that
Perfectly
matters at the
good
end of the
boats
day,
and
doesn't it?
carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Take care, Professor Weasley.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments
Fucking
I
hell.
mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
By the way, if you can hear movement up above me in the ceiling, we have a creature up there. We don't know if it's a squirrel or a rat, but let's just say we have our own little Peter Pettigrew up there. Honestly, we're gonna have to get him out of this sooner or later. Anyway, Professor Fig, how are you?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I'm not a Ravenclaw for nothing, sir.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Yeah.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
These are main quests. I see. Oh, I can learn Levioso. The defense against the dark arts class. New spells appear from assignments or quest rules. Okay. Or Accio from Charms. I think I'll go to Charms class first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand.
Exactly.
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket.
Fucking
For
hell.
now,
What's
focus
he
on your
doing?
classes
Digging
and
up
pay
there.
attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Spends all day not fucking digging and scurrying, and then when I start to record, he finally thinks, "Nah, I'm gonna screw you over." Professor Sharp's Aura Badge. Ah, you're an Aura, I see. Good to know. Ooh, level 2, yay!
Revelio.
Just holding the book in my hand. As I'm running around, doing stuff. Left, right and centre. I'm a moron, I'm a moron. There we go, fucking hell. Maths not my strong point. Fucking hell. Blue four-eyed spectacles. Thank you, I suppose. And a wizard mannequin.
Revelio.
Revilio.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I
Lenora?
seem a little distracted at the moment.
The
Everyone
washing
thinks
detergent?
I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind,
Okay.
but I'm not sure what to do next.
So you want me to find a butterfly, right?
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Alright, I'll
If
have a
I
look.
have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Alright.
Revelio.
I think there were doxy eggs as well. Not sure.
So I need to look for a butterfly.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue.
I was
should
just
look around
there.
in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
That was it. Half a bottle of flabbergasted leech, stirred clockwise.
Oh,
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
there you are.
Do you find it hard?
Didn't even see you. Anyway, let's get you in here, shall we?
Ha!
There we go.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Field guide, very nice. Cool. I'm gonna be doing an awful lot of these, collecting field guides. Hey, madam. I did your puzzle for you.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Followed the clues.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it.
Hey, at
Do you
least
have a
you
knack
tried,
for
dear.
solving riddles? Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Oh, thank you for showing me anyway.
I should have seen that.
Bless her. Oh, you do form relationships then? Okay, that's good to know. When I was seeing, like,
Revelio.
motions of this and stuff, it was kind of like they put relationships on the back burner in a certain sense, you know. So it's kind of nice to see things pop up left, right and centre. Wow, they've actually done a picture of the first ever witch burning. I can't remember this woman's name. Oh, the music's playing. Fantastic. Is this Charms? I think this is Charms. Nope, it's Defense Against Dark Arts. Oh well. Ooh, a little jewel going down.
Is that all you've got?
I like this guy. Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge. That is a gorgeous skeleton.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
The Levioso spell.
A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Age, size, strength, doesn't matter. As long as you've got the know-how to do it. Oh, it's faster this time. Interesting. Okay, so that's the Levioso spell.
Levioso.
Leviosa. A little bit better than Wingardium Leviosa. I think Wingardium Leviosa just does objects. Whilst Leviosa you can only just levitate
let's
what's
try
in front of
something
you.
a little larger.
Don't fall over there. Okay, I guess I'm going first. I aim to please.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Yes.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Okay. Fair enough.
Levioso.
We continue it. Okay.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair
Have at
duel,
thee, sir.
using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I'll give you the gentlemanly shot first, good sir.
This should be easy. Protego. Complicates things.
Does it now?
Levioso. Good form.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy
Levioso.
Goodbye, Sebastian. It's been a pleasure. Stupefy!
If only all my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner.
Good duel, mate.
You give as good as you get.
Stupid ass grin. He's so happy.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Yay!
Thank you, Professor Heck.
Thank you, Professor
Glad to have the
Hickett.
opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Thank you, Professor.
All right. That's enough spectacle for
Revelio.
Class is dismissed.
You alright there, Everett?
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Hey, it's all about the simplicity, dear. Sometimes repeating something simple, God knows how many times, will help you master it much more easily. Sometimes it's better to know what you're doing rather than just relying on complicated stuff. Anyway.
You drilled Sebastian.
Oh, sorry,
I'm not
dear.
much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Bless him.
Revelio.
Yeah, I need Alohomora to get in there to get those chests. One day when I get Alohomora.
Nice work.
You too.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way.
Nice to meet
Didn't
you.
expect a new
Rubius
student to
Bartholomew.
be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I have had my fair share of wand combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Oh,
Huh, fair enough.
didn't mean to sound
You owe
like
me an
that.
honest duel when you aren't. You know,
Maybe when I get my wand.
you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned.
Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a
I
secret
agree with
dueling
that.
club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian.
You're not exactly
keep that in
breaking
mind.
the law if
Good.
you're not caught now, are
Pleasure
you?
chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Till next time.
Till next time, bud.
I'd hate to face Professor Heckett in a duel.
Now that would be interesting. It
Revelio.
would be nice if we could actually take on teachers in duels, just to see what would happen.
In the uprising.
Nox.
Where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
Peeves!
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Booth.
Revelio.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves, you'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boo, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
I love Peeves. 5, 6, 7. It's that creature, whatever it is. Don't know what that is. There we go. Nice. Let's see what we got this time. Derek Crawl statue. Nice. Looks like a dodo. And blue fluoride spectacles. I think I've already got these ones. Don't know why it keeps repeating it. Oh, this is Barmy, the guy who tried to teach trolls how to do ballet. Oh. Didn't work out well for him, bless him. Oh. Poor Barmy. Oh. Poor guy. Pet the kitty. Pet the kitty. It's my personal objective, to pet all the kitties in Hogwarts. Yeah, I know, buddy. I'll pet you later. Good for you, mate. Right, let's go into charms, shall we?
It always smells of fresh parchment.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Natty?
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
You sound like you're from Uagadu. If you don't know, Uagadu's the
Shall we begin?
Ugandan school of witchcraft and wizardry, but they actually learn how to do magic with their fingers. It's pretty cool.
Of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Read it.
Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Aww.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
I like this guy.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Afraid not, sir.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Wouldn't mind pairing with Samantha if she was on her own, bless her heart. Accio.
Accio.
Cool.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
A bit of a prodigy, are you then, Miss Natty?
Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Those were always some of the best classes in school, being able to go out and use your learning outside and make it a bit into a fun game. That's why I kind of like Professor Ronan. He turns things into a fun game for everyone to learn. It's cool. That was a good way of teaching. Wow, the grounds look beautiful.
Fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
Indeed.
So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
What do you have in mind, Professor? Oh, so it's like reverse bowls. Okay.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
You gotta put me up on the plate like this, man. Alright. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, excellent control there.
Okay. Not the best, but we'll give it a go.
Very good.
Okay, getting better. Now.
That's it.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw.
Yay!
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Alright then, Nutty. Show me what you've
You'll
got.
be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Alright then, Nutty. Go on then.
What's this?
Not bad. I'll try and be kind. Okay. We'll stay on equal points for now.
Excellent.
I'll try not to knock hers off.
There we go.
You are pretty damn good,
Let us
outside.
see this.
Better not hit my ball.
That is how it's done.
Damn. I'm sorry I have to do this to you, Nutty.
Splendid.
Oh, she beat me. I thought it was in the 50. Oh, I let go too early. Nah, fair plays. Well done, that's a.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
This is definitely going to be an
I'll
interesting
say.
game.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Oh,
This
you
round
just
settles
went
it
through
all.
me. Okay, interesting.
Be sharp.
She's so good. Nothing to be relieved about, dear. I'm only a beginner. That was too hard. Oh, that was too hard. Oh, stop, stop, stop! Oh! It's on the edge.
Here we go.
Don't do me like this. No, Natty, don't do me like this. No, Natty. Oh! Oh!
There
Okay.
we go.
I gave her 50 points. Why did I do
Nicely
that?
done.
Why did I give her 50 points? That was so stupid. We're tied. We're tied.
Let
No.
us see this.
No. Oh, hit it. Hit it. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. I just need 50 points. Okay. No, too hard. Too hard. Stop, 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 stop. No. I held on because I thought it was going to screw me. Well done, Nutty. Well done.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
That was more Nutty than me. I know I'm calling her Nutty. That's just a thing I do. Like the two guys off of the couple off of Gogglebox. Like the wife calls the husband Nutty. That's funny.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Thank you. You were very good,
Well
Natsai.
done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Uagadu.
Yeah, I thought you did.
My mother received an offer to teach divination here.
Oh,
Before
she's
I
the
knew
teacher
it,
here.
We
Okay.
had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big is Uagadu, sorry.
Is Uagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Uagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
What is it they said about Uagadu? It was like one of the most secretive places. It was like hidden in the clouds on a mountain or something. You know, like a mountain on a cloud or something. I'm not so sure, but it sounds like an interesting school.
Is Uagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
No.
Its address is Mountains of the Moon.
Ah.
It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is magic the same as Uagadu?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Like, do you use wands?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Uagadu uses one.
That's amazing. That is really incredible. How they just use their fingers for magic.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Well, thank you for telling me that. It's nice meeting you, Natsai.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Uagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Take care, Natty.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Okay.
Well, you'd be using it on clothes.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere.
Revelio.
Quite unsafe, really.
I'm sure it is. Depending on who you use it on.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Wait, where'd your book go? It just disappeared. What the fuck? That was weird. Alright. Oh, there's a flute powder somewhere else. Professor Ronan, thank you for the class. It's been intriguing.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well,
it was very fun, sir.
An outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
How so?
Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay, Professor. Thank you.
Revelio.
How was your first day coming along?
Pretty good, I'd say.
Hello, Samantha.
How are you,
Nice
dear?
to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I'm nowhere near as good as Natsai, but there's always room for improvement.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Take care, Samantha.